So just to give you an idea of how they compare, these are all in the same family. This is what I use when I'm doing like veneer preps, all in enamel, because they have to use etch with it first. I used to use this primarily for everything, and now I'm switching to where this is kind of my go-to bonding agent, because I'm still seeing just as good of results with the universal, and it helps me eliminate one system here. Those that are CEREC users, you know, this is very popular in the CEREC world. You're starting to see a lot more people go to universal. So my big takeaway is, in my office, I use OptiBond Universal. Very easy to use, very forgiving, very high bond strengths. So just an idea of, we talked about this a little bit earlier, these adhesives in the self-etch mode, you know, the 1 or 2 bottle systems or the universal no etch, so self-etch, these bond best to dentin, okay? This was a big development, because what it helped us realize is that if you are going to seed a veneer or a crown and you can see that it's mostly in dentin and there's not a lot of enamel, you're better off not etching the tooth before you bond it in. Where if you have something that's primarily in enamel, then you're best to etch it and then bond it. Total etch systems work best for enamel, like we talked about. And so when you get a situation where you have good enamel all around the tooth and you have great dentin, that's when it's best to do the selective etch technique. And what that looks like is where you just etch the enamel itself, and then you go and put, you know, your OptiBond Universal or your XTR on the tooth. So now you got the best bond to dentin and the best bond to enamel because you've etched it too. So this comes in handy on back teeth with little mechanical retention, and you'll see it a lot. You'll go to prep like a second molar, and you're excited because, oh great, the patient needs a crown. You go and prep, and then you realize you have no clearance, and you've prepped everything down. Now you got nothing for the tooth to grab onto or the new crown to grab onto. And so sometimes it makes more sense keeping your margins in enamel and having, you know, relying more on your bond strength than mechanical retention.